Oops, a creeper. Oh wow, and there's a lot of silverfish here, of course. Hi guys, I'm Mike, and welcome back for the 9th episode of the Mike's World Minecraft Survival series. Today we are going to take a step towards defeating the Ender Dragon, and this means that we are going to be searching for a stronghold today. To find a stronghold we are going to need Eyes of Ender, and to get those we need to kill some Endermen. So I'm going to show you a little construction that I made so we could kill those safely right outside our home. So you can see a couple of blocks floating in the air over there, and I've put those up there so that we can safely stand under it and wait through the night and see if any Endermen spawn. Because if they do, then we can look them in the eye, then they will come at us, and then we can safely hack them down standing under this little roof, because they are 3 blocks high, so they can't actually fit under here. And then we can safely kill them. I already did a little bit of farming underneath this place, and it works just fine. It just takes quite a long time to gather enough ender pearls. So I'm going to do a little bit of that off camera, but once I get an enderman up close and personal, I will show you how that works out. It is now nighttime, and we just need to be a little bit lucky that endermen will spawn in the surrounding area. But if they do, then I can pull them towards us by looking them in the eye, and I don't even need to be that close for that to actually pull them in. So let's hope something shows up, and then we'll try to kill it. Regrettably, a bow and arrow won't be of any use against the enderman, because if you shoot your bow at an enderman, they will just teleport away, so that doesn't work. Really need to face them head on. I must say that now all of a sudden, when I'm shooting zombies in close proximity, the punch 1 enchantment is not all that annoying anymore. So after a rather uneventful first night, I'm going to do something by day. I'm going to create a small nether wart farm on the surface here. So I thought it would be a good idea to have it a little bit close by to the house. And I think I'm going to dig up this little patch over here, and just going to create a small area where we can put down a little bit of soul sand, and on the soul sand the nether wart will grow, so we will never have to go looking for nether wart again. We can just grow it ourselves now. So here we go, we have soul sand over here. Just place down a small field, and then we can place the nether wart on top. And this will then start to grow. And then we will be set for life. We could always make a little bit of a nicer farm, of course. But I don't mind having this small patch available for now. Just gonna wait till it turns into nighttime again. And hopefully an enderman shows up so I can show you how the cover works. So after yet another night of not seeing an enderman, which is really unfortunate, because before I actually started filming I had more than enough endermen to kill. I decided that I'm going to show you how this roof works in a place that's a little bit more dangerous, but where I'm sure that we will find endermen a little bit easier, and that's in the nether. So let's go there right now. I always try to avoid going to the nether as much as possible, and since this is actually a very good possibility to farm endermen in the overworld, this is not something that I really like to do. But in this type of forest, a lot of endermen will spawn. So let me just prepare us a little bit for when we actually find one. Just going to create the little roof that we had in the overworld as well. So now just have to find one, look him in the eye, stand under this and kill him. And this is why I don't really like to do this in the nether, because when you do run into an enderman and he's giving you a little bit more trouble, then there's a possibility that he will knock you off the platform into the lava, and that's actually quite a waste, of course. Just going to be very careful, try and find an enderman, run back to our little platform, and then I can show you how effective it really is. There we go. There's the enderman that we needed. Look him in the eye, now he's angry, and we'll just stand under this. And thank you, Mr. Enderman. Please drop an ender pearl. Yeah, there we go. That's how easy it is. That wasn't too dangerous, luckily. But since I did a little farming off camera, I already have enough ender pearls to get to a stronghold, I think. And I'm going to show you what we are going to do with these ender pearls so we can get Eyes of Ender. I've gathered 15 ender pearls, and what we will need to do to find a stronghold is make Eyes of Ender with these. And we do that like this. First we need to make a little bit of blaze powder with a blaze rod. And when we have that, then we can combine an ender pearl with a bit of blaze powder, and then we get an Eye of Ender. And this is a very special item. First of all, an Eye of Ender is used to create an incredible type of chest, and that's called an ender chest. And I will make one right now to show you what it does. You put an Eye of Ender in the middle and then surround it with obsidian. Then you get an ender chest. And we are going to put that down in our house. And the awesome thing about this is you can put items in it just like any normal chest. But if you put down another ender chest somewhere else in the world, then it will link up to the original ender chest. So everything that you put in here will actually also be in there if you put down another ender chest. So this is a type of shared inventory. This chest is incredible because this way you can always have very special and useful items in here, and you just need to take an ender chest with you so you can access those wherever you go, and they will still be safely in the ender chest in case you die, for example. So this is a very, very useful item. And the second use for an Eye of Ender I will show you right now. I will create a couple of those now, and we will take those with us when we go hunting for the stronghold. And you might say, what is a stronghold and why do we need that to get to the Ender Dragon? And that would be a good question. We need to find a stronghold because in a stronghold you will find something that's called an end portal. And the end portal is the only way to get into the end. And there we will find the Ender Dragon. But to get to the stronghold we will need the Eyes of Ender. They will guide us to the stronghold, but also when we arrive there, we often need to activate the end portal there by inserting multiple Eyes of Ender. So that's why we need a small stack of it. And I'm going to take a couple more ender pearls and blaze powders with me as well, just in case we need more, because we will probably have to travel a couple thousand blocks, and then it's not that easy to get back here very fast. So it would take a long time if I would have to go back all the way just to get these items. I'm also going to take a bit of obsidian with me so we can create a nether portal through which we could travel back to our original nether portal a little bit faster, because like you know, in the nether, traveling 1 block equals 8 blocks in the overworld, so that would be a lot faster. But I see that we actually need 1 more block of obsidian, so I'm going to collect 1 of those. And after that we are on our way, and I'm going to show you how the Eyes of Ender will take us to the stronghold. We now have enough obsidian to create another nether portal, but while I was at it, I actually thought I'd take enough obsidian with me to create another ender chest. Because what we can do then is take an ender chest with us, and then we can put everything that we will need in the stronghold inside this chest. And this would mean that we would not have to take all these things with us. While traveling to the stronghold, we just put down the ender chest once we arrive, and then we can take the stuff out. So I think this is a nice way to actually show you how it works when we get to the stronghold. Now we are finally ready to start our journey towards a stronghold. And this is where the Eye of Ender comes in. We are already on a high vantage point, which is something that I would advise you to do. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw the Eye of Ender into the air, and it will float into the direction of the closest stronghold in the world. And you can better see this from a high vantage point. So that's why I'm up here. So here we go. We're going to throw the first Eye of Ender. Then take a look around. Where is it? Ah, there it goes. Okay, so we're going to have to head in that direction. Oh, and that was such bad luck. Wow, that's horrible. Normally, when you throw an Eye of Ender, you can get it back. Because you throw it in the air, then it shows you where you need to go. And then you can pick up the Eye of Ender again and be on your way. But sometimes, and this is a low chance, it disappears and then you have to throw a new Eye of Ender. This is also why I created a small stack of these items, so we would not run out on our journey. But if the first one is already destroyed after one try, then this does not bode well for us. Still, gonna head off in the direction that it showed us. This is a bit dangerous. So we're gonna head off in that direction, and let's hope that the other Eye of Enders last us a little bit longer. Since strongholds are often a long way away from your spawn point, you can always just run a couple hundred blocks and then throw another Eye of Ender to save Eyes of Ender, so you don't have to throw like 100 of those. As long as you keep heading in the right direction, then there should be no problem for a long time. So I'm just going to try and traverse this little river over there, and then we're gonna climb a tree, and we're gonna throw another one, just to see if we're still heading in the right direction. So, pretty high up again. Here we go, gonna throw another one. Yeah. Oh, wow. Still heading in the perfect direction. Please don't get destroyed. Is it gone again? Wow, what's happening? I'm gonna try and see if it actually jumped this way. But it seemed like it was destroyed in the process again. Wow, this is quite a lot of bad luck, to be honest. Okay, now we're gonna head off in this direction again. We're gonna take the boat, which I took with me, because I was already expecting that we had to travel quite far, and you have a high chance of running into water at some point then. So here we go. Just gonna head off in the direction that the Eye of Ender showed us. And once we get to a large patch of land again, I'm going to find a high vantage point. And then perhaps throw another Eye of Ender, so we can see if we are still heading in the right direction. A question you might have is, why not just keep running in the direction that the Eye of Ender shows us and find the stronghold easily? Well, that's because the stronghold is usually located underground. So you could be running for hundreds of blocks, maybe even thousands of blocks, and then run past the stronghold and never even know about it because it's underground. And this is why I have to throw an Eye of Ender into the air occasionally to see if we are still heading in the right direction. Because if the Eye of Ender at a certain point no longer shows us that we need to go in that direction, but that we need to go back, then we have passed it. So this is a good way to check if you are still going in the right direction, and once you have found the exact location of the stronghold, then you can start digging. I sure hope the stronghold won't be underwater, because that would be a very dangerous undertaking. Luckily this happens not so often, but still it could be a little bit of a problem. You should realize that traveling to a stronghold often takes multiple days, so taking a bed with you so you can sleep through the night is often a very good idea. Gonna throw another Eye of Ender to see if we're still going into the right direction. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it seems we passed it already. That would be incredible. That would mean that the stronghold is not all that far away from us. Okay, let's see. I noticed that the Eye of Ender was not destroyed, but it actually landed on top of this tree. And I really want that. Yeah, okay, thanks. We got it. There we go. And now we need to head back. Apparently, we already ran past it, so gonna throw it into the air one more time. Okay, there we go, in that direction. And it's still not destroyed. Very good. There we go. Heading off in this direction. So going back a little bit. And now we really need to pay attention, because it could be that we will run straight past it now. So here we go. Throw it again. That direction. Okay. Please don't be destroyed. Yes, great. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Having a little bit better luck with our third Eye of Ender for sure. Oh no. It might actually be in the ocean. And here I am telling that it's a really rare occasion when that happens. Okay, let's see. Find a bit of an open area, and now it's going that direction. So we're almost there. I'm sure it actually was not destroyed because I heard it drop to the ground. There it is. But this means that we are very, very close. I'm going to fill her up a little bit so I can actually see a little bit better. Where did it go? Oh wow. I have no clue. And that's a waste, because now I have to throw another one. Okay, so this is getting annoying. I have no clue where they are going. Let's throw it again. Okay, found it. Here they are. So I'm guessing that we are going to need to dig down over here, because there's an entire patch of our ender pearls on the floor. So there we go. Just gotta dig down and hope that we will run into the stronghold. And I'm going to dig down a circular stairway, so we do not get dragged into the wrong direction too much. So it's a good plan to have enough pickaxes on you, or a very good pickaxe, so you can just keep digging. And also take torches with you, because you're going to need to light up the place a lot. And the nice thing is that when you're looking for... Oh, there we go. Do you see this? This is already the entrance to the stronghold. This is what I was trying to tell you while I was digging. When you find these type of blocks, then you can be 100% certain that you have found the stronghold. You already hear zombies and skeletons, and that's normal, because in a stronghold it's very dark, and this means that a lot of mobs will spawn in there, obviously. So here we go. There's the entrance. Yeah. Okay, there's the first skeleton to meet us. Don't need the boat anymore. There we go. This was not that far at all. We are so lucky. And we are in the stronghold, like you can see. Because the achievement that you just saw means that you have found a stronghold. And we are really, really, really lucky, because normally it can be a lot further. Oh, wow, we are not so lucky. Annoying silverfish. Oh, I hate those guys. That's one of the most annoying mobs in the entire game. And they always appear when hacking away at blocks where they are hidden inside the block. So now we're gonna do the same thing that we always do in caves. Oh wow, we found a geode! How awesome is this? We not only found a stronghold, but also a geode filled with amethyst. This is so cool, but I think this is not part of the stronghold, so we will need to come back here a little bit later. But this is fantastic. I've been looking for one of these ever since we started playing in the new patch. We are looking for the end portal now. And normally it can be quite a bit deeper into the stronghold. But who knows, we might be lucky and run into it straight away. Ah, we are lucky. There it is, already found it. That's fast. And also found a chest, so that's nice, with an ender pearl in there. But there it is, with silverfish spawning. And I'm going to do something that might not make me all that popular. But I really hate silverfish, and I have no desire whatsoever to keep this spawner active. So there we go. Little bit of heresy, to be honest, destroying a spawner, but I was absolutely not going to let these silverfish live. And there we go. We have found the end portal, and wow, there's just one Eye of Ender in there. My goodness, I think we are even going to need to create more Eye of Ender than I have with me. Oh wow, that's a lot. Very bad luck on this part, because normally it's filled up a little bit more with Eyes of Ender. And now we need to fill it up entirely to activate the end portal. But this does mean that we have found our way to the Ender Dragon, so that's great. Going to set down our Ender chest over here, because we're gonna need that. And we can create a couple more Eyes of Ender, so that's great. And I think we just have enough. But first, let me fill up this little bit of lava so we don't fall into lava over here. There we go. Now gonna light it up. Always light up dark areas. And even though we are not going into the end just yet, I will show you how to activate the end portal. You just need to insert an Eye of Ender in each and every one of these open slots. There we go. One Eye of Ender to spare. And that's our portal to the end. Now we will be ready to get to the Ender Dragon in the next episode. But first, let me actually create a Nether Portal so we can travel back a little bit easier. I'm gonna do that very close by. Oh no, was that another silverfish? Could be. Oops, a creeper. Oh wow, and there's a lot of silverfish here, of course. There. They are not strong, but they are really annoying and pretty dangerous if you don't take them out quickly. So good to know. Always kill silverfish as fast as you can. Going to light up the place a little bit. Oh wow. And another skeleton. Not too scared of that one, but there we go. What I want to do here is create another Nether portal so we can travel back to the Stronghold a lot faster in the future. I'm gonna take the obsidian out of the Ender chest that we created, and like you can see, this is very handy because now we have all the stuff available that we put in the Ender chest in our house. So this is very, very useful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And let's activate it. We have now created another entrance into the Nether. And through the Nether, we will be able to travel back home a lot faster. So this is why I actually wanted to create one of these almost immediately. So we can prepare to fight the Ender Dragon and get back here a lot faster than if we had to travel through the overworld. And because the Nether is quite dangerous, I'm going to throw a lot of the stuff that we have on us now into the Ender chest. And then we are going to try and find the Nether portal that leads us back to our house. So this is going to be a little bit dangerous, but still, it's a nice way to travel a lot faster. Even though, I must say that this stronghold is not that far away. I thought we would be a lot farther away from home, but we are just 1,000 blocks away. So that's not a lot, to be honest. I have had strongholds that were like a couple thousand blocks to travel. So this is very, very fortunate indeed. But first I'm going to set up a small staging area over here. Because in the future we will probably be going into the end a lot more. So I'm going to make a couple of chests. And these chests I can put down right here. And then we can put stuff in here that we will need when traveling to the end. So we have a small base of operations here, so to say. And because I do not fancy to take our diamond pickaxe with us into the Nether, I actually thought it would be a good idea to smelt some of the iron that we found on our way here and create an iron pickaxe out of that, so we can put our diamond pickaxe into the Ender chest and then it will be safe for the way home. Everything we won't need in the Nether is safely in our Ender chest now. We also put away a lot of the blocks that we had on us in the chests in our little staging area. So now we're gonna head into the Nether. And hopefully we won't run into too much trouble when heading home. Okay, so we seem to have spawned into a basalt delta. And now we are going to have to find the right direction, which is always heading towards 0, 0. But like you can see now, We are just 100 blocks away from that. So this is just a small bit of travel. And I think we need to head off in this direction. Need to be careful of a magma cube I already hear. There we go. That's okay. And now let's see if we can travel back home safely. Oh, that could be the forest connected to our own. So, gonna try and get to the other side here a little bit safer. But first we're gonna box in the Nether Portal again, like we did with the one near our base. And I also want to close off this side so we won't accidentally walk into lava when we get here again. Now gonna create a small bridge over here. And gonna keep heading in that direction where we can see the forest. Okay, gotta be careful for the Endermen again. Don't want to anger them now. I have no further use for Ender Pearls at the moment. So just need to be very careful. Uh-oh. Don't have any gold armor on me, of course. So the piglins don't like me now. Oops. And that might be a problem, because I don't want to attack them, actually. I've decided we are going to try and make a bridge to the other side over there, because I think that might be the way to our original Nether Portal. But gonna do that very carefully, because I'm already hearing ghasts. So if we hear one of them fire, then I'm going to run back straight away. And I hope that I have enough blocks on me to make it to the other side. But if we do, then maybe we have created a very fast way to get to our stronghold in the future. I really want to make this road a little bit safer then. But for now, this will have to do. Haha, you don't say. This is our original island, so I was right. Very nice. So now we've created a bridge to the other side. And then to the left, there's the portal to our stronghold. This is great. We are so close. We could even make a nice hub over here at some point. But for now, I'm going to run back to the house. Because there's one last thing I want to do in preparation for defeating the Ender Dragon in the next episode. Home sweet home. Always nice to get out of the Nether and back into the overworld again. Especially when we're at our own home. Made it home safely. I'm really happy with that. But the last thing I want to do in this episode is create a brewing stand. And what we're gonna need for that is a blaze rod and 3 blocks of cobblestone. And then we can make a brewing stand. And a brewing stand is used to create potions. And these potions will give you benefits for a certain amount of time. Like reduced fire damage. Or slow falling, for example. And these are things that we are going to need when fighting the Ender Dragon. So I'm going to play around with the brewing stand a little bit in between episodes. Next episode we are heading into the end to finally slay the Ender Dragon. I hope you guys liked this episode and that you learned a little bit about strongholds and how to find them. If you did like the video, then please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos. Like I said, in the next episode we are going to fight the Ender Dragon, which is always an exciting thing to do. I wish you guys all a very nice day and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!